Hey Pratap, we're going to be interviewing you today. I'm in Prathap Modi's studio, incredible place in Baroda, huge woodcut he's been working on. And wow, look at this, quite incredible. Okay, let's sit up and talk to you for Ivalo.
Too much of anything is
Too
good
much
for,
of anything
is good for nothing.
is good for nothing. Hello, this is Wazwo X Wazwo coming to you from Baroda, and today I'm very lucky. I'm actually sitting in the studio of one Mr. Prathap Modi, who's an artist I followed for a long, long time with his woodcut printmaking. How are you today, Prathap?
I'm good.
Are you good?
Yeah.
It's nice to be here. You have
nice to see you here.
You have an incredibly beautiful studio.
Thank you.
And I'm going to say right away, you might hear a little like humming in this video. That's because his studio is next to an ice factory where they're making ice. So there's a little, I hope it's not too loud. I hope that this comes through okay. But that's why there's this noise in the background. So anyway, Pratap, you're from Vishakhapatnam?
Yeah, I am from, I studied in Vishakhapatnam. I came from near Vishakhapatnam. There is a village called Alugubilli, where there I born and I came for studies Vishakhapatnam.
Okay.
Later I came for masters in Baroda. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what brought you to Vishakhapatnam? How did you develop an interest in art in the first place, I guess would be the question.
Yeah, actually it started from my childhood only. When I am maybe 6-7 years old, that time I started doing pencil drawings naturally. And when I'm slowly growing up, someone told me there is some professional courses. If you can join in that, you can learn art. Then I applied for my graduation in art.
Okay.
Yeah. And I studied there 4 years. I took my specialization in graphics. Yeah, I did there, and later I came for masters in Baroda.
So this is the first on-spot interview I've done since COVID came along. I think the last interviews I did was with like Zakir Hussain in Kochi.
Oh.
And it feels really good to get back into a studio because you can look around and you can see things. And I'm going to be inserting some clips of Pratap's studio in this video and also selections of his art. But I want to go back right away. Couple things. Number one, a lot of people credit you and Chandra Mohun for really bringing to Baroda this whole idea of the very large-scale woodcuts that are huge. Some of them are just enormous. Is that true? Was it basically you and Chandra Mohun, or was there something going on in Baroda?
Yeah, actually when we came together only, Chandra Mohan and me, and we are same classmates. I started woodcuts. Then slowly Chandra Mohan also started. And before he used to do lithography. Later secondary he also started woodcuts. And after that he also did very big sizes and both same time doing later also. After that many students are inspired from us, I think.
Did you and Chandra Mohun come up with the idea to do these very large-scale woodcuts?
No.
Or did you bring it from Vishakhapatnam with you? Were they already doing it in Vishakhapatnam?
Vishakhapatnam I was already doing.
You were already
I already started big works. I came with some big works for my interview. And when I came here, it is like totally different kind of atmosphere for us. Like I came from South India. I don't know much language and all. And about printmaking, I didn't start, when I came here, I started some etchings for startup. Again, and first year, middle, I started again woodcuts. And that is also, there is one reason, because etching has, other mediums have some size limits. You know about that. Etching have minimum size plates, and lithography also there is size.
It's hard to get a stone beyond a certain size.
There is some technical problems. This is, I found very more expressive, like you can do big size drawings and later you can carve. That's why I started in first year middle. Yeah, and I'm continuing till.
So you really changed, I mean, to me, you really changed, you and Chandra Mohan changed the whole woodcut scene
Yeah,
in Baroda, because then following you, people
Yeah.
like Jagadish Tamanyani
Yeah.
and Sogra, everybody started doing these larger scale woodcuts sort of after you
now
guys
all over
brought
India
it.
people are doing that. Is very happy for us.
Because
Like,
before that, woodcuts were like sort of this size generally.
this
They
size,
weren't
maximum,
that large.
Whatever it comes from press, that is the size. Actually.
Although, you know, I have personal problems with the big ones sometimes because they're so impossible to frame.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
framers
Technically,
don't have
it is
that
very
size
difficult.
of
Yeah.
materials to frame them sometimes, but they're quite beautiful.
Once you frame it, it's okay. But otherwise, framing is a little difficult part for huge frames.
So let's talk about your subject matter, because when I first became aware of you was like in 2012.
Yeah.
And you were doing a lot of those. I don't know what the name of the series was.
I am alone, but I am with nature.
No, before that.
Too much of anything is
Too
good
much
for
of anything
is good for nothing.
Is good for nothing.
Yeah, I did in that series of 5 works. Each work have 3 panels. That is one of you also collected that one edition. Yeah. That is my first series. I came out from college and I don't have studio, and I took one apartment like flat. There is 2-bedroom apartment. I started work in hall. There I did those. Too much of anything is good for nothing series.
And they were multicolor woodcuts.
Yeah, they are multicolor woodcuts.
And then like 3 colors, 4 colors,
4,
2 colors.
4, 5. Sometimes
4, 5
minimum
colors.
3 to 5 in between. Yeah.
Okay.
In masters, I did like almost 10 colors also.
They were very beautiful. They really caught my eye. But the other thing is your subject matter to me was very masculine, because you were doing self-portraits.
Yeah, I did.
You were including other men too, and then you had the antlers, like the stag, and it was sort of opposed to a lot of the concerns with feminism and women these days in the art world. You were kind of taking this very masculinist approach to it. Was that conscious, or?
Yeah, it's not. I'm not at all conscious about that, because I am doing my portrait. In my artwork, different subject, not like muscular and all. I am showing as human being. There, some person is there, just presence. Because why I use my portrait, it is very comfortable for me to use my figure. Like I can take as much like photography and all. That's why with other people also I can work, but it's little difficult for me. That is like I need to convince them and all. That's why I use my self-portrait as a part of subject. It's
But in all of those images, you had yourself, or other people, I think sometimes too, but always with these antlers on
one series I use. There is another one. It's called "We Will Be Together."
We will be together.
That is like I did Indian. We have like in India we have many different cultures. No? Cultures like Hindu, Muslim, many cultures around our India, and I wear different people costumes especially, and I take photograph each Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, whatever, like 6 people I took, like six costumes, and I take photograph, and later I composed all together holding hands.
Right, there was unity.
Yeah, unity kind of.
Strength in unity.
Yeah, it's huge work. It's very interesting. Yeah.
It's a very nice thing. And then also I think you had scooters in some of those works.
Yeah,
like
scooter is in too much of anything is good for nothing only. One I use scooter, one I'm sitting with roses under the ground, and another one is one policeman having many hands, but he's holding Vishnu Chakra and this kind of thing.
What is he holding?
Vishnu Chakra means in our mythology, Krishna used that biggest weapon.
The biggest weapon.
Weapon.
It's a symbol of power.
Power, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was incredible. And then, of course, you had yourself on the throne. That was the one I added to my collection. Where you were on lions the throne. And then at the base of the throne were all of these swords, if I remember correctly.
But he's holding gun.
And he's holding a gun.
Yeah.
And, he really looks like the powerful king who's become so powerful that he's a little lost. Like he doesn't even know what to do with his own power. You know, I mean, that's the way I interpreted it. He's kind of lost. He realizes that through gaining power, he's become alone.
Yeah, you feel that.
Become isolated.
But I use as like weapon desire. See, like people got many desires. Now, weapon also like slowly developing too much. But first we used to use knives for fighting and all. Later people invented guns, and now we don't know, many things are there. That's just I showed many knives are falling down, and he's holding them. He's like little advanced then. Yeah.
So now you're doing a new series, which
in between I did 3-4 more series.
You want to talk about them? Talk about your other series.
Other series I did after Too Much of Anything Is For Nothing. I did this what is called We'll Be Together. In that I did one work only, but similar work I did also. I want to give something for society. 2 lotus, in between I am sitting. You also saw that work I did. Yeah, that work. And later I did I am alone, but I am with nature. In that I did 7 set of prints. And later I did Silent Space Terrestrial. This is the series you saw before. Now I am doing terrestrial water bodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wanted to go to that. I'm sorry if I'm putting interpretations on your work that you don't actually have. But I saw I saw this exploration to me of masculinity in some of those early works.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was talking about the one with the king on the throne who has so much power he doesn't know what to do with it. But there was also this sense of isolation in many of those. Isolation. And now in this new body of work, I sense that isolation again. But it's not really a negative thing. It comes off more like just really enjoying that isolation, a sense of individualism and being alone with nature.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah, this is correct.
Yeah. Tell us more about this latest series and what you're
This latest series actually, after 10 years I'm doing this with my self-portrait and with animals, with different subjects, matters I use. But last 3 years before I thought I'm doing too much my portraits, I want to change little. Just I stopped doing whatever I am doing before, just I started newly. Like idea also new, even image also new, whatever is coming from mind. I am not using any photograph and all. Just I am drawing before I do many sketches, scribblings in sketchbook. I select some of them and I draw directly. This subject mainly I am talking about nature only, but nature I am keeping in different places, not in Earth, in universe, in cosmic journey I am doing. Why? That is also there is reason, because of we are not caring at all in this society right now. Many people are not caring about nature, like destroying nature, and many things are happening. And same thing reverse also happened, like nature also doing their own job, like giving many floods and all. Yeah, these all things happening. Just this idea is nature, if nature can save nature, what will happen? Not human interference. That's why I'm showing like this one kind of natural forms floating, and they are taking away some things from Earth.
Yeah, I mean, in some of these new works, the human element has totally disappeared.
There is no
nature
human.
has just reverted back to being nature.
Yeah.
And also, these works seem very dreamlike.
Yeah.
They're very dreamlike. They're not grounded in a realistic nature, but in more of an ideal or dreamlike nature.
Yeah, that is the subject I'm doing.
Almost mythological.
Yeah, I don't know, but there is unconscious things. I have idea what I am doing, but these forms and all, where they are coming, I don't know. Just this form I know. This is one coconut shell.
Okay.
And this stone and water lake, and there is some things. They are coming naturally when I am drawing. Just I am keeping some and some erasing and slowly developing that image.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. He was pointing just now at one of his works, and it's not a woodcut, but it's the matrix of the woodcut.
Yeah.
So
This is
now
the
you're
block.
getting into carving on wood and basically selling the wood carving.
It's wood carving only because I am doing different process after woodcut finish. I apply some, like painterly, I paint on carving. Later I clean and I apply some more colors. Then you can get inner layers also painted. Inner layer where I carved, there also painted thing coming. In print, this is not possible. That's why I am exploring more on this block, because print you have minimum color limit, 5, 10 maximum. 10, more than 10 you need so much time you can do. But in this I can use my hand as a brush, with brush as a painter, and I can take some good results in this subject, in this medium. Yeah, that's why I'm last 3 years mostly I'm developing this medium, and I'm taking one.
So
black
when
and
you
white.
do these, do you also sell a print of it? You make an edition of prints first
No,
before you
prints,
work, or are you just thinking of it
this
only
is
as
some blocks I do prints, especially prints, not for blocks. This I am doing. Some are I am doing only block.
only block?
Maybe I will take one black and white print, not color.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
Both are
actually
unique.
the print will become very rare. Just
Yeah,
so
print
that there'll
also
only be
one.
one.
That is also one reason, because I am not taking too many prints. This is huge size. First of all, I don't have any press and all. I want to take by hand. Last 10 years I am doing. Now I don't want to give my energy on that to give so that thing. Just I am enjoying carving and applying colors. That's why I am working on more block, and print also I'll take, because I am printmaker. I have that thing inside.
Are you spooning your print?
Yeah, I do spoon.
You enjoy the spooning method,
Yeah.
right? You enjoy pushing it all
Slowly,
out yourself.
because you can understand the textures with spoon.
Yeah, you can ride those textures very nicely as you're
You
going
can
over
see
it.
where
You feel
where
it.
you are spooning. You are spooning on my face, or like
Yeah, you can
inside
actually
image.
go down a little into a gully or something, you
Yeah.
know, whereas the press is just going to roll over it very straight and like that. It's an interesting process.
And in between, I went different countries and I did some residencies. There, I did different kind of work also.
Where did you have your residency?
I went UK, Commonwealth Art Residency. There, I did print only, but on wood, I did. It's called viscosity process. Some colors we need to inlay,
Krishna Reddy,
Krishna Reddy thing, but I didn't went that much far, because he did all life of his viscosities and all. But I tried it on wood. It came very well. I did. Its name is. I am standing with them. There is 4 portraits, 3 British people, and I am also standing in between. I did that work. Later, I went Belgium also with gallery field exposition. There,
this is Gallery Felix Fresson.
yeah.
And this is the same gallery that Shine Shivan is
Yeah,
exhibiting with now.
and some other artists
It's
also.
in Brussels.
Yeah, it's in Brussels.
It's in Brussels.
We have good gallery face now.
You have a show going on right now, right? Or it just finished?
Yeah, there is one show going on, group show is going
The
on.
exhibition is going on now. Okay.
Yeah. And there I did one installation called Winter in Brussels. When I went in winter actually in Brazil, that time winter in Europe is totally different. Like there is no leaves, like dead trees look like dead trees, but they are not dead. There is leafless and grey landscape and all. I take from that subject from there only. Just I draw that leafless trees, and I take some real leaves from park and I kept in gallery.
Was that the first installation?
Yeah, first
That
installation.
was the first installation.
And
do you have photos of that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put them in the video then.
And Malaysia also I did that kind of installation, but there I did whatever when you carve, the things come out from extra carving scrap. I use them as with portraits like that also. That is also one installation, print installation. Block and that material. When you carve, there is many things come out. Those things I kept together and I keep them with those artworks.
So you're doing pretty well. You've got the gallery in Brussels. Are any galleries in India handling
Yeah, in
you?
India, I'm working. In India, mainly, I'm working with many curation shows. No, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
with curators. With Heidi, I did one solo show.
Heidi Fickner.
In Seven Art Limited. That time, that name was there. I did solo show there, and there is one lady from Mumbai. I did there also, and I work with Rukshan also. And I gave some of my blocks to her also. She also do some shows.
Who is this?
Rukshan Krishna.
Rukshan Krishna.
Yeah, Rukshan. Yeah. Stand art room, I think.
Okay, stand art room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing okay, but the market for prints is still kind of tough, right?
Very tough. For prints, very difficult because I don't know. Here, people misunderstand because print means they think maybe it's many editions or something, but we do very less editions, limited 4 or 5. Now I am taking one edition.
Is that one reason I notice a lot of the young Baroda artists are now doing this work with selling the matrices? Is that one reason? Do you find it's easier to sell the sculpted wood than the print?
Yeah, that is more because I don't know about that, but people interesting because it's unique, na? Unique, and there is some carving and relief kind of thing. People are liking more that blocks, but block making is totally different. I understand, because print, if you want proper good print, you cannot make proper good block because you need to remove many things for print. For block, you can't remove things because you need to keep things there. We'll see how it happens.
Okay, Prathap Modi, I think that's probably enough. We keep these short, but do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, nothing. It's good to come here.
Are you happy living in Baroda?
I'm happy living in Baroda, but I need a proper space for working. This is also small for me.
Oh, this is a huge space. I think you're lucky to have such a big
space. This is very good space, but I like more nature. I want, now I feel I need to move from city.
If you could be out in the country a little more.
Countryside or some, like even in Baroda only, outside country, means outside city, otherwise in my native place.
Some place where you don't have an ice factory humming in the background.
That's kind of, I feel to live in nature now. I'll see in few years time.
Okay, good. Well, then we will
some other place.
We'll end this. Prathap Modi, thank you for joining us on Evil O. Say goodbye. You have to do this, you have to wave.
Hello.
We always do that. And
thank you also.
This is Wazo X Wazo Evil O coming to you from Baroda in Prathap Modi's studio. Till next time, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.